We've off and running. Looking forward to a great spring, and we're preparing our team to open up against Boston University come February 1st. So we're working hard, and guys are fired up and excited, and can't wait to get going.
Gary, just want to start with Trey. Can you just tell us about the situation, update his condition for us, and anything you can tell us about what he's
I think I think it's out there that Trey was in an accident and that he's a lower body injury, and he's going to be out for the year.
Is he with the team right now or on campus?
I'm not going to comment on his situation right now. He's handling it and taking care of his business, and we'll get you an update down the road.
Can you tell us anything about what happened or what the situation was?
No, that's no comment on that.
No, just knowing what the expectations are, especially for the senior group. How do you kind of advise them to stay in the present on a daily basis?
Well, we're doing a lot of work. We're preparing for the season, so there's lots to be done. So it's easy to stay in the moment and stay focused when we're constantly putting in teaching points and focus points on what needs to happen for us to have success. So I don't think we've even thought about that yet because we're so busy working to get prepared for the season.
Gary, just go back to Trey for a second. What's the plan now to replace him lacrosse-wise? What kind of role would he play for you guys coming in this year?
We are, we have our group of guys out there that are available, and we are just preparing to execute and play against BU with what we have. And I think we could talk about what if, but he's not here, so I don't think we need to.
What does that lefty attack spot kind of look like without him in the mix now?
We have a couple options down there, so we will, we've been preparing to fill that position since Owen Hiltz left last year. So we utilized a bunch of people in the fall, and you'll see kind of what we do come first game of the year.
Focusing on another attacker, Peyton Anderson, what made you want to put trust in him as a freshman last year in those big moments?
He was one of our top recruits, and he got going, and he earned the opportunity to play throughout practice. So that's why we had trust in him. He was demonstrating it at practice, and we wanted to give him the opportunity in the game.
And from last season, in the off season, where have you seen growth from him, and where do you think he fits into the attack this coming season with some changes there?
Yeah, he's definitely a strong part of the offense. We are trying to, we've always kind of prided ourselves on guys being able to play anywhere on the offense, kind of a positional offense at times. And, we'll utilize him on the offense along with our other guys that are ready to go. So he's got the confidence. I think he finished the season strong last year and came back like a sophomore would that had some playing time, a lot more confident, eager, and ready to go.
For the last couple of years, it's been wanting to get to the Final Four. Well, you had that taste. Have you seen a ramp up, and now that you experience that with this group of guys, the taste to finish the job?
It's easy when you haven't played anybody to say all the right things, and we're doing the right things right now, and we're going to be tested. It's how we handle pressure and adversity as the season goes on. But our goal is to get back to the Final Four and win a national championship. So these guys are dialed in, they're pretty focused, and they're driven to get that done.
Gary, Joey's always had a lot of pressure on him and a lot of hype, and he's got a lot of preseason awards. He's a captain now, though. How does that change how he has to lead this team? What do you want? What kind of captain do you want him to be?
We just want Joey to be Joey, He's a natural leader in how hard he works and the things he does on and off the field. And, we've been working hard with him to handle the pressure and to kind of put that out of his mind and not force things and just play the game. So I thought he did a nice job of it last year for the most part. And now that he's a captain, I think it's even more important that he just play the game and he does, Joey things when he needs to, and don't put any extra pressure on himself to try and, win games or do whatever he needs to do. He just needs to be a good teammate and a good player, and I know he's very prepared to do that.
Do you feel like there's a heightened sense of urgency this year to get a championship now that, Joey, Mike, Finn, Luke, Billy, Riley, Jimmy, all in their last year?
Yeah, the good thing is they're all not in their last year, so that's good. But these guys want it bad. They came here with the mindset they want to win a national championship. So, they put a little bit of that pressure on themselves, but I think they haven't looked at it as pressure really, but more as an opportunity. This is another opportunity to chase that dream and that goal of a national championship. So that turns into extra work. It turns into doing the right thing at the right time, and right now they're in a good position to hopefully play well.
What went into obviously the strong schedule? Just what went into scheduling at a West Coast trip, but what went into having, I guess, the schedule as a whole?
Well, the schedule was pretty much set, dialed in, and kind of a late ad was Princeton Penn invite to be a part of that and replace Duke in the kind of ACC Ivy Challenge, and so that definitely changed the schedule dramatic. 2 more away games, and but other than that, the schedule was put together to, challenge ourselves, make sure that we played teams that provided strong RPI, and I think if you look at our schedule, it does that, and also mixing up through the multiple conferences, and I like it. I think for this year, it's a great schedule, and it's what we needed if we want to make a run at the end.
Gary, can you update Cam Ryan's status?
Cam Ryan has a lower body injury and is out right now.
Is he out indefinitely or out for a year, or do you have a time period?
I do not have a time period, but I don't believe he's out for the year. But
on the field, where have you seen Joey grow throughout these last 3.5, 4 years?
Sorry?
On the field, where have you seen Joey kind of grow from a freshman to a senior?
On the field, as an on-field leader, he certainly has, and I think he's really matured, and trust in the system and letting the game come to him. I think those are areas where he's really matured, and you're going to see some tremendous games from him this year, and he wants one thing, and that's to win. So he'll do whatever it takes. If it means, doing less to get more, I'm sure he'd be happy to do that.
Take 2 more questions.
With revenue sharing and NIL obviously in the picture now, was this offseason any different for you, I guess, in retaining some of the guys or anything like that? We did not get our full 48 scholarships that we are allowed, so things really haven't evolved into that for us, where everybody's on a full ride, now you're throwing money at them. So, we do not have that pressure right now. We do have a pressure to, recruit the best kids possible with the resources we have, and, the university's given us what we have, so we're good.
Why do you think this is the team that has the potential to put you guys, I guess, back on top of the national championship?
Why do I think this team can do that?
Yeah.
I think they've demonstrated the growth over the last 3 and 4 years here, that they've been getting better every year, and that our strategies and recruiting and everything's kind of paid off, and we've developed these kids so that we're in that level where we can win any game that we play this year. So, that gives us a chance to win a championship.
Final question.
On the schedule, you get at one point have 6 straight road games all outside. I would imagine some are going to be cold. Is there something you liked about that?
Well, again, I think it was the Princeton Penn that really made that happen. I think you would have seen a spring break trip with 3 away games in 1 spring break. So other than that, it was a pretty normal, a normal situation. But then that opportunity came for Princeton and Penn, and we jumped in. That created the six away games, and it is what it is. And you know what? People always complain that we don't play enough on the road, so now's our chance to prove that we can do that and do it well.